Hey self-lover, it's Katie Phillips here, your self-love coach and the founder of the School of Self.Love. Really wonderful to be with you today for this love note. And today I want to talk to you about something that I refer to as my S team, my spirit team. I talk about this, in fact there's a whole chapter on it in my book, The Self-Love Affair, A Woman's Guide to a Daring and Mighty Life. I just don't know how I ever did life before knowing that I had a spiritual team that was around me all the time, that I could call on at any moment for their guidance. I just can't even begin to fathom how I did life before I discovered that I wasn't on my own, and that you aren't, and that none of us are, and that my spiritual team are always there to love me, to support me, and to show me the way. All I have to remember to do, and this is like the daily reminder, is to ask. I have to ask them. When I ask for their help, they swoop in and they show me. And the more I practice it, the more clearly I see it, and the more powerful the messages are that I get. So I really, 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 really want to inspire you to connect with your spirit team. You have one. Okay, they'll be your angels, your spirit guides, you know, and your guides could be ascended masters, so people that have lived the human experience and are now on a spiritual plane, and they're very, very powerful. Or they could be passed on loved ones. You know, your spirit guides are totally unique to you, and I find actually in my experience they change up. So I have some guides that are kind of with me all the time, and then I have some that come in and out, and I have new ones that just show up. And interestingly, the more that I evolve and grow, it seems to me the more powerful my guides are that come in to take me to my next level. So it's really, really interesting. Now, what I'm going to invite you to do today is to discover your own practices to call in your spirit team, to discover your spirit team. Like, there's no one way, and truthfully, it doesn't have to be rocket science. Truthfully, your guides will come in and your angels will come in to support you in a way that is just perfect for you. You just have to ask. Now, I find the most powerful way for me to connect with my spirit team, my angelic team in particular, actually, is through meditation. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't find meditating every day comes easy to me. It really doesn't. Like, my humanness and my masculine energy is always going, no, come on, you're fine. You got stuff to do. And then I can rationalize and have really good excuses not to meditate because I'm really excited about XYZ project. And I'm just, you know what, I'm just really keen and excited to do that. So I don't really need to meditate today, I'm good. And that takes over for me quite often. Like, I will put my hand up and say, I don't meditate every day, but I do my best. I absolutely do my best. And I know that when I meditate, and every single time I meditate, I think at the end of it, I think, why don't I do this every day? It's so fabulous. Because pretty much every time I get to connect with my spirit team, and they just download to me the most amazing awarenesses and guidance and pieces for healing that are just so miraculous you couldn't make it up. You know, your mind could never figure that stuff out. I get my experiences that I have very powerful voices that come through. I'm often given a name, which I'll then go and research, and it's a name I don't know, or a date, and I'll research it, and something comes up with a very powerful message for me. It'll just be a line or and I get what I need. Often I'm given numbers, and the voice that gives me the numbers is so profound. It's so loud, and it'll give me the numbers. And by the way, when I'm meditating, I always sit with a pad of paper or a journal next to me and a pen. And when I'm given a clear directive of something I need to remember, I know I won't remember it by the end of the meditation because I don't. It comes in, and then I go somewhere on these meditations and I won't remember. So I just grab my pen, I just quickly scribble it down. when I come out of meditation, I look at what I've written. And when I'm scribbling, by the way, I'm with my eyes closed because I'm trying to kind of stay in my state, but also I don't want to forget what I've been given. So I kind of scroll it, and then I'll go off, and often I'm given numbers. And those numbers are angelic numbers, and I search what they mean. Just Google it, ladies. Actually, Hay House have some really awesome resources, a Doreen Virtue's sort of search engine. I can't really describe it any better, and you put the numbers in and it tells you what they mean. And it's just been on point every time. And I think, why don't I do this every day? It's brilliant. So the way, I'm sharing with you how I receive my messages. They come to me most powerfully in meditation. They often come to me through dreams, actually, and sometimes through music. Music is another way that I receive my messages from my spirit team. I'm also available to receive them. So I'll get them because I've asked. So I'll go into a meditation with a question on my heart, and I'll ask that question. I'll go into meditation, and then I'm available through being in meditation to receive the answer. And then that's how it comes in. Often I'll go to sleep at night with a question, and it'll come through in the dream, and I can wake up and I have my answer. I want to inspire and encourage you to discover your practices, to have your own connection with your spirit team, because they are there and waiting for you. They really are. And I think it's the most self-loving thing that you could do for yourself, is to make yourself available to receive the guidance that they're just like hanging out, desperate to give you. It just makes life so much more easy. It makes it more fun and playful and kind of awe-inspiring. When I receive my messages, I can't wait to tell my boyfriend or my, one of my best girlfriends, because it's like, oh my God, this is like, we're not alone. We're supported. And look at this amazing answer I was given. Look at this incredible guidance. I didn't have to figure it out, which is the masculine. Our feminine, this is drawing upon our feminine energy. Our feminine knows that the easy way to do life is to ask for guidance and to be available to receive it. And it just blows me away. And I do forget. I forget. My humanness again and again and again forgets to ask. And I remember when I follow my practices, guidance comes through. By the way, another great practice for this is journaling. And quite often when I'm journaling, my guidance will come through. But you might find it through alternative therapies. You might have your guidance come through when you're walking, when you're doing yoga. Actually, that sometimes happens for me too in yoga. Through painting a picture, through singing. What is your thing? But you have got to find your way of really creating sacred space to connect with yourself. You've got to remember to ask the question and be available through whatever that piece is for you to allow the answer to come in. Okay? So that's today's little piece of inspiration. I hope it helps you. I really do hope that you'll be inspired to commit to practices that allow you to be open and available to receiving guidance from your spirit team, because they're there and waiting. Okay? I love you loads. See you later. Bye.